Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica Flynn and I am the owner and maker of Flynn Sisters Boutique. And today we are going to be making a project with some of my pearls. As many of you know, we launched the Flynn Sisters supply shop last week and you guys sold us out of these pearls really quick. These were the first thing to sell out. And I had, I think, 16 different colors. I did save one color that I did not release yet because I knew I wanted to make this tutorial. So I haven't added this particular color to the website. I will be adding it today when I release this tutorial. So I'm going to show you exactly how I would use these pearls. Of course, you can use them for any project you'd like, but this is a fun and easy project that I think is great for even a beginner blinger. I'm using a 12-ounce wine tumbler from Craft Haven. I will link it down below along with a discount code. And I'm going to use some electrical tape on the top and bottom rim of my tumbler because we are going to base paint this, but I want to leave a little space on the top and the bottom just to keep things kind of cleaned up, a little better seal, I guess. I don't know, more durable. I didn't want to take them all the way to the edge because these are pretty big pearls and I just thought it would make for a cleaner look. After the taping, I'm going to run the rim through my edge trimmer just to give us a nice crispy clean line that's nice and straight. Once I'm done with my tape lines, I'm going to prep my cup by going over it with a 120 grit sanding block. Any kind of grit between like 60 to 220 is fine. This is just one that I had on hand. After we've done our light sanding, I'm just going to clean this up with some rubbing alcohol and a paper towel. And now we're ready for our base paint. For my base paint today, I'm going to be using Rust-Oleum 2x gloss paint. This is a paint and primer all in one. If you wanted to put a matte white primer underneath this, you definitely could. I ended up just doing two very light and even coats, letting the coats dry in between. This took about 30 minutes to dry before I was ready to move on to my next step. All right, and now we're ready for the fun part. So I'm going to remove the tape from the top and bottom rim that we placed earlier. Also going to unscrew the handle from my cup chuck. I'm using cup chucks from the Bowen. I will have them linked down below. And I'm going to screw this into the arm that I have for my Bling Queen. My Bling Queen is also from the Bowen. This is such a handy tool. They have two different versions. This was like the first version where it's pretty simple. It just kind of slides right into that hole on the base unit there. It is a special chuck arm that they have for this. This is the newer one where you can angle it up like at a there's like 3 different angles. I guess you could do a really steep angle, a mid-level angle, and then you can just have it like level, obviously. There's also a little divot in this one that you can use to hold it up, like when you're waiting for your base paint to dry or something. So we're just going to screw our cup chuck right into the end of this cup arm. These are all made to work together in a system. This is the same company that makes my tumbler turners for my epoxy cups. You guys have seen these on my channel for a very long time. And I'm also going to be using my jewel pickers. You can find these on my website. I love these because these sharpen just like a pencil. We do give you a free pencil sharpener with these, so you can use them right away without having to look for a pencil sharpener. And I just love these because they stay nice and sharp and sticky for a very long time. One pack of these will last you probably almost a year, depending on how much you use it. They just stay so nice, easy to use, and they're cheap, so that's a bonus. This design, I'm going to be using a mix of transparent AB crystal rhinestones with our pearls today. So I've got 4 different sizes. We're going to be using SS6s, SS10s, SS16s, and SS20s. I like to have my stones laid out and prepared ahead of time, so I'm just going to pour small amounts of these into some separate little triangle dishes. And that just helps me keep everything nice and organized, but easy to reach for as we're working on our project. For our adhesive today, I'm using liquid fusion that I've put into this thick gauge needle syringe. I will have the glue and the syringes linked down below. I'll also link my glasses that I like to use because I have a hard time seeing these tiny little stones. Now we are ready to start. We've got everything organized and laid out, and I want to start with the boundary line along the top rim of our tumbler. So I'm going to lay about a 1.5 to 2 inch line of glue, and then we will start on our design. Now I'm going to be doing like a scatter kind of pattern, so we're going to alternate the sizes of the pearls. My pearl packs are sold in 85-gram packs with 4 different sizes. You get 4mm, 6mm, 8mm, and a 10mm, all mixed up with as equal of a ratio of sizes as we can get. We do hand mix these in small batches. And I want to alternate between stones and crystals in sort of a random fashion. We want to make sure that the edge of our stones come up to a nice straight line so we can have a really clean look. Once I've got that first row of stones laid down and the glue for that row is mostly dry, I will move into filling in. For whatever reason, this day I felt like doing my scatter mix row by row. Normally I work in section by section, but the goal here is to not use too much glue and to fill in your stones as tightly as possible. But you also want to make sure that those stones are laying completely flat against the tumbler. Same with the pearls, okay? We don't want anything overlapping or a little bit off balance to where it's not laying completely flat against the cup, because that's going to ensure the tightest bond. And we don't want too much glue because we don't want that glue blooming up along the edges of our stones and pearls, because that's what's going to make it look kind of messy. So I think that's what takes a little bit of practice in honing your skill with this, is really learning how to lay those stones to get them nice and tight but not overlap or too I don't know, crowded maybe. So stone placement takes practice, and I also think like your glue amount is going to take a little practice. That's also why I like these syringes, because they really allow me to get a controlled amount of glue. I want to show you guys what my setup looks like head on, and just how much this Bling Queen tool from the Bowen helps with like my ergonomics while I'm doing these. I worked on this cup for about 4 or 5 hours on this day. I got it all done in one day. And I can tell you the difference in my neck and shoulders was incredible. Normally, I am so stiff for a couple days after working on a bling project, and this just really helped me out so much. So once I get close to the bottom here, I'm going to put a boundary line against the bottom rim in the same way that I did earlier along the top rim. So we're just going to lay a nice straight row of stones lining up the bottom end of those stones right against our tape line from our base paint. And after I fill in that row at the bottom there, I'm going to let it dry a little bit before I move in to fill in the rest of the cup. Here is what we have. Now, you guys, this took me a total of about 4 to 5 hours of hands-on time. Super quick and easy as far as rhinestone projects go. But I just love that you can get one 185-gram bag of these pearls to do that whole wine glass. I bet you could probably do a 20-ounce skinny with it. And then again, this is what's left of the 4 bags of stones that we got. So this is the SS6, the SS10, SS16, and SS20. You guys can pick, a set of any coordinating rhinestone to go with your bag of pearls that you got and create a really fun and easy project. I let this dry for a solid 24-hour period before cleaning it up. So now I'm at my sink with some Dawn dish soap and my Scrub Daddy, and we're just going to shine those stones right up, get off any kind of wax from our pencil, fingerprints, debris, etc., etc. We're gonna rinse it really well, and then I just like to dry it with some paper towels. But that's it. So I just love the simplicity of this project. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section. And if you liked my video, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up. I also want to thank everybody who's helped make Flynn Sisters Supply Shop such a huge success. You guys, we have been absolutely overwhelmed this past couple weeks with the outpouring of support and your guys' enthusiasm. Thank you so much. We are so thankful. That's it for today's video, and we'll see you again soon. And a big thank you to all of our Flynn Sisters exclusive members. Thank you for your pledge. Your support means the world to our channel. If you love this video, you could check out our last video here. Also be sure to find us on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and of course subscribe for all our new videos that come out every Wednesday and Saturday. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon.